Alright, what's up guys? It's another day here. We're gonna be cleaning up the engine block today. We've got a couple other projects going on. Brian's new bike, yeah, it's bike day here apparently. This is Brian's new bike. This is Pat's new roommate's bike, which is inoperable, but will be fixed soon. Jason's bike, Brian. And if you look over there, that frame right there is Biles's bike, but we're gonna soak this down with Purple Power. Hit it with some brake clean to clean it up. I don't have a pressure washer, but we're gonna make do with what we got. We might try and run it over to the weak pressure washer that we have here. See if that helps at all, but we're trying to get it cleaned up for the machine shop. I just went and ordered cam bearings today. I'll probably go back and just go ahead and order main bearings. That way when I send it to the machine shop, I can have them install both. I don't think it's gonna be too extensive, but hey, it's another day of work and we're gonna document it, so. Alright, so we got everything down here soaking, especially in the valve covers. You can tell it's cleaning up pretty nice. So we're just gonna leave it soak for maybe the next 10-15 minutes or so. Hit it with some more brake clean, but you can already tell where it's eating away. Oh, focus, yeah, you can already tell where it's eating away at all that just nasty sludge and grime. So we're gonna let it soak for a little bit more, get her cleaned up. Yeah, we're probably decided now that probably just gonna end up replacing main bearings. Gonna have to go get those before I go over to the machine shop, just to make sure there's nothing left to chance with it. I mean, I've got it this far apart now, so I might as well just go ahead and break it down and do it the rest of the way right. Do it right the first time, that way I'm not doing it again. You can kind of see, it's kind of cool. You can see the discoloration where all the oil and shit's starting to come off of it. But it's looking good so far. Hopefully it cleans up nice, and I mean, I know it's gonna be more than perfect after it comes back from the machine shop, so looking forward to that.
Alright, I'll see y'all back up there.
Alright.
I'll be right there. Guys, take you look at yourself, man. What you fucking trying to set me up today? What's that? That's not me. What?
It's just not enough brake clean in a can. LS1, LM7 out of a 01 Chevy Suburban. 350. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm not Pat.
It's smaller than that.
I ain't got the balls for all that displacement.
All you gotta do is slap a fat carburetor on top. Those things will screw.
And even with just this amount of pressure, I feel like the pressure washer over there would actually work.
And not waste however much brake clean.
And there goes $20 worth of brake clean.
Pretty much.
I'm out of brake clean.
Are you really?
Yeah. Alright, so update. We're still in the process of cleaning everything, obviously. But the mission right now is to take it over to a pressure washer. The brake clean and power, or purple power, wasn't doing the job that I wanted. And honestly, I ran out of like $20 worth of brake clean. And so we're gonna take it over the pressure washer, break all kinds of EPA laws, and actually I'm just kidding, no we're not. We're gonna properly dispose of everything. But yeah, so get her a little bit more cleaned up. She's already significantly less filthy than what she was, but I feel like we can get her a little bit better with the pressure washer, so it's gonna cost us a little bit. It's not, the problem is that it's just not that high of a pressure washer, so like, yeah, it's probably got the equivalent pressure that comes out of your faucet when you do dishes. Like, it's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's something. So try and help out the machine shop as much as we can. I don't like I just feel like that's the right thing to do. So, all right, we're gonna get it all loaded up and moved over, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the all the parts and everything. The engine's still in the bed of the truck. We're gonna do all this stuff first. But we're gonna let this soak for a little bit, shoot the shit. We should have stopped by your house.
You should have.
Yeah, so we're gonna let this shit soak a little bit, fire it up, and hopefully get it nice and cleaned up, at least a little more cleaned up than what we're at right now.
Then she's ready for the machine shop.
And then she's almost ready for the machine shop. We're gonna go ahead and replace main bearing. I don't know if I said this already, but we're gonna go ahead and replace main bearings and crank journals. Just kind of do as much preemptive stuff while we already have the engine so far apart. And then when I take it to the engine, or the machine shop, I'm just gonna have them install all that stuff. Might be a little bit more expensive, but less stress on my end, less content for the channel, but I want it done right. I don't want to be taking this thing apart 3 months from now, or whenever I get it up and running in the car, and it blow up on me, because that would really suck. You good? so we got everything cleaned up pretty well for the most part. I mean, that came out really good. The valve covers actually look like valve covers. Like a lot of that little stuff in there we couldn't really get, but that's what the machine shop's for. They're gonna get it all looking pretty again for us. Like even the insides came up really nice. Like there's still a little bit of shit in there. Okay, maybe a little bit more shit than I thought. Spread that out. This one's good though. Like, yeah. And this was the worst side, and it was disgusting. I'm gonna spray this really quick. The main bearings, they came out pretty good. Actually, that's more like carbon, so these are probably done too. So, came out really good so far. There we go. That's the best as we're going to get it right now. But I'm glad we did this because it came out a lot better than what we were trying earlier. So, sick. Alright, so engine is out of the truck now. We've got it soaking up. So, looks like she's going to clean up pretty good. She's still really gross. But tis be what tis be, and she's about to be a little cleaner, hopefully. So, and then even so, whatever we can't get, we have the machine shop for. My biggest thing for the machine shop is, I don't know if you can see in there at all. There we go. All that rust in those passages is just terrifying. And the last thing I want, like, there's a clump right there.
That's head gasket too.
Yeah. So that's the last thing I want, is to have rust in my coolant. So alright, so we got the top done already. We'll show it once we get back to the garage and just have better lighting. We out here with a flashlight right now, but it is what it is. But she's soaking down. It's cleaning up a lot better than expected with this low pressure
actually doing better than I thought it would.
Pressure washer. Yeah, it's really doing significantly better. And all of that's going to be nice and cleaned up, ready to go. The machine shop, while it's not the best, they should appreciate the little bit of work we're putting into it. So, cool. Alright, so we're back at the garage now. Everything cleaned up actually really, really well for having as low pressure as a pressure washer as we had to able at our ease, access, whatever. So everything like really came out all good. The only thing that's left to do tonight is to spray it all down. We're just not spray it all down, but spray it, air dry it. That way we can prevent some potential rust. But what? I mean, we missed a few spots, but we're also trying to do this at night, so I'm not too worried about that. Come on, flashlight. Yeah. I mean, we missed a couple little things, but I know you guys saw it before, and this is dramatically better. Still gonna get hot tanks on top of that, but like, we can touch it and it's not filthy. Like, I can rub my finger in there and almost nothing comes off of it, which is nice. So definitely happy with the way it came out. It's definitely a lot better than what I was anticipating. So sick. Let's air dry everything out and call it a night. Alright, so everything's nice and dried off. Like I said, it came out pretty damn good for the pressure washer that we used. Going to get, I know I've probably said this a million times now, going to get a few more things for the block before we send it off to the machine shop. Main bearings, we're going to go ahead and replace the front and rear seals, main seals, everything in the valve train aside from the valves. I haven't decided on those yet. I may or may not upgrade the valves, but as far as the crank, push rods, rockers, rocker arms go, timing chain, oil pump, all of that stuff's going to get replaced, so I'm not too worried about that. I might send the water pump and the power steering pump over to the machine shop. I don't really know what they can do to it, but just on that off chance that, you know, at the very least they can clean it up and have it looking nice and presentable to go back into the car, 100% going to do that. So on that note, I think that might wrap it up for today's video. When we go to pick up the stuff tomorrow, we'll kind of check it out, and basically all we have to do now is prepare to get the block to the machine shop. And that's so exciting to me to think that, you know, I went from having nothing to do working on buddies' cars to, in the matter of like a weekend, having a chassis back in Tennessee. Still have to show you guys that. Maybe that'll be in the intro to the next video. I think that might be a good idea. My buddy Nate back in Tennessee, follow their channel, Cosmic Garage. They went up there and picked it up for me. It's actually the first video on their channel. I may or may not link that in the description, but it'll be in the next video, the clip that they have of that. Other than that, it's just crazy to think that, you know, it's such a short time ago, I went from no project car to balls deep in this LS, and it's gonna be ferocious by the time we're done. Still have a long way to go on the chassis, still have a long way to go on the block, but in the meantime, you know, we're making leaps and bounds for progress. Things are getting done every couple of days, you know, with time permitting. I'm back at school now, I'm back at work now. Thank God COVID hasn't completely screwed me over as far as the job goes. So with all that being said, guys, appreciate you tuning in to another video. I really appreciate you guys, especially those of you subscribe who watch every video, who like and comment. You know, I really appreciate that, especially those of you guys who are like going out of your way to share and like promote what's going on here. It's awesome. It's so welcoming to see all this love from the community and so many people supporting what I'm doing. And it's motivating. Even if nobody watches these videos, I'm still going to do them because honestly, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. It's a different perspective of everything. And it's just humbling to hear your guys' feedback, and it really is, and I'm kind of at a loss for words. But on that note, guys, it's been a long day. I'm tired. I still have a bunch of homework to do. I really should have done this tonight, but I just couldn't help myself. So you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Until then.